everyone, my name is Komang Ayu and today I am going to present a topic called linear equation system. A linear equation system is one of the fundamental topics in mathematics because it helps us solve problems involving two or more unknown values at the same time. This concept is not only useful in school but also in many real-life situations such as business, engineering, economics, and science. In this presentation, I will explain three main points. First, I will define what a linear equation system is. Second, I will show some examples of where it is used in daily life. And finally, I will explain how to read and understand linear system expression using two common solving method. I hope that by the end of this presentation, you will have a better understanding of this topic. So, without further ado, let's begin. Okay, what is a linear equation system? Now let's talk about the definition of a linear equation system. A linear equation system is a collection of two or more linear equations that contain the same variables. These equations are solved together because they are related to each other. For example, if both equations contain the variable x and y, we need to find the value of x and y that satisfy both equations simultaneously. The standard form of a linear equation is ax plus by equals c. Here, a and b are coefficient, x and y are variable, and c is a constant. The solution if a system of the point where all equations are true, and graphically the solution is represented by the intersection point of the line. There are three possible outcomes. Number one, a unique solution when the two lines intersect at exactly one point, and then no solution when the two lines are parallel and never meet, and then infinitely many solutions when the equation represents the same line, so every point on the line is a solution. Okay, understanding these three possibilities help us determine the relationship between the equations before solving them. Let's move to where linear systems are used. Next, let's see how linear equation systems are applied in real life. Okay, although this topic is mathematical, it has many practical applications. The first example is business and economics. Companies use linear equation to determine the break-even point, which is the point where total revenue equals total cost. This helps business know when they start making a profit. And then the second example is chemistry. When balancing chemical equations, scientists often use system of equations to make sure the number of atoms on both sides of the equation is the same. And then the third example is electrical circuit. Engineers use Kirchhoff's laws to calculate unknown currents and voltage, and these calculations often require solving several linear equations at once. And then finally, in manufacturing, companies use linear equation systems to plan production. They can determine how many units of each product should be produced, while considering limited materials, labors, and production time. These examples show that linear equation systems are useful in solving many practical problems in different fields. Okay, next, linear system expressions. Now let's learn how to read some common mathematical expression used in a linear equation system. The first expression is the system itself. A times x plus b times y equals c, and d times x plus e times y equals f. This represents two linear equations with the same variable x and y. Our goal is to find the value of x and y that satisfy both equations at the same time. And then the second expression shows the substitution method, and then we read it as y equals m times x plus n, then substitute into equations 2. This means that we first express y in terms of x. After that, we replace y in the second equations with the expression m times x plus n. As a result, the second equation contains only one variable, making it easier to solve. The last expression shows the elimination method. We read it as equations 1 minus equation 2 to eliminate a variable. In this method, we subtract one equation from the other to remove either x or y. Once one variable has been eliminated, we solve for the remaining variable. Then we substitute that value back into one of the original equations to find the other variable. Both substitution and eliminations are commonly used methods for solving linear equation system. The choice of method depends on which one makes the problem simpler and easier. The choice of method depends on which one makes the problem simpler and easier to solve. Okay, that's bring me to the end of my presentation. Today we have learned what a linear equation system is, the different type of solution it can have, some real-life application, and two common methods used to solve it. I hope this presentation has helped you understand why linear equation systems are important and how they can be applied in many different situations. Thank you very much for your time and attention. Have a great day.